How's it going, Grade A Nation? Chris Thomas here. Hope you're having a Grade A kind of day. On this installment of Grade A Nation, we've invited back financial advisor Frank Bastard. Frank, how are you?
Hi, it's so good to be back. Oh, so good.
Well, we're happy that you're happy, and the audience had a positive response to your last appearance, so it just seemed logical, given the topic for the week, to have you back on.
Yes, so true. Yes, I'm very eager to talk about the topic for this installment.
Well, the topic for this installment of Grade A Nation is bulletproof backpacks. With back-to-school season coming right up, there seems to be high demand for these bullet-resistant backpacks.
That's right. Yeah, they're selling pretty well. They're being sold at places like Office Depot, Office Max, HomeDepot.com. I mean, think of pretty much any place where you would buy a backpack, and they have it.
Well, that's right. There seems to be two popular brands of these bulletproof or bullet-resistant backpacks. One is called the Guard Dog Securities Pro Shield Scout Backpack, and it's sold for anywhere between $99 and $119.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Wow.
What's the matter, Frank?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, $99, $119, and that's a lot of money for a backpack.
Yes, it is, but a lot of parents are very much concerned about their child's safety, so they are, scooping up these backpacks. The other popular manufacturer is Bullet Blockers bulletproof backpacks, which go for $160.
$160. $160. Are you freaking kidding me?
Frank, these backpacks are level 3A standard, which means they can stop a 9mm handgun or a .44 Magnum with zero penetration.
Okay, but really, is a backpack gonna be enough to save your kid if there is a shooting? Because last I checked, a backpack just covers a kid's back. So you have the head, stomach, shoulders, legs. I mean, what happens there? Is the backpack gonna cover everything? If there's a shooter, does the kid just climb inside the backpack? What's going on?
Well, I think that a lot of parents are operating with fear because of all of these recent incidents, and they just want to have peace of mind for taking their child to school, and they think that if their child has one of these bullet-resistant backpacks, that they're going to be a bit safe. Why are you looking at me funny?
All I'm saying is, okay, if a kid has a bulletproof backpack and for some reason there's some nut job mass shooter who wants to harm as many people as possible, and they come into the classroom, is the kid gonna be holding up the backpack like a shield? How are they gonna know? If something bad happens, they're gonna be freaking out. They're gonna be hiding under the desk. They're gonna be, running in circles. They're gonna be hiding behind their teacher and letting the teacher absorb the bullets.
All right, you don't have to get graphic. The thought of a teacher absorbing a bunch of bullets isn't something that's a positive message. I mean,
Oh, so you're laughing about it.
I'm not laughing at the thought. I'm laughing that you would bring something so morbid up at a time like this. You know, we've had a lot of tragedies of late, and people are looking for something, anything, because it does not appear that the government is doing much to help keep the children safe. So if parents want to get a bulletproof or bullet-resistant backpack for their kid, what is the big deal?
All right, so you mean to tell me that you're gonna spend $160 on a backpack, even though there's no guarantee that it's gonna stop AR-15 with the force of thunderstorm, hailstorm of bullets? You know, you're not gonna think twice.
Well, what are you suggesting? I'm not following you.
Well, I mean, with $160, I mean, you could have a whole feast of Chinese food.
Well, I mean, yes, you can have a whole feast of Chinese food, but how is that going to save your kid?
Well, I mean, you know, $160 can buy a lot of egg rolls, and if I had to choose between my kids' potential safety and, 400 egg rolls, I think I would choose the 400 egg rolls.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that would disagree with you on that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now, there is one valid concern that people have raised, because some schools do not allow the bulletproof backpacks into the classroom.
Yeah, that's right. So why even bother wasting money on it?
Okay, so let's talk about that. If a school will not allow children to bring one of the bullet-resistant backpacks into the classroom, then there is a potential issue where the parent is wasting money.
Yeah, because, you never know. The school has to take precautions, because there's a lot of bad things that could happen. You know, we all think that there's like some 19-year-old, 28-year-old, 38-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old lunatic coming in with a AR-15. But let's just say an 8-year-old girl is angry that the school vending machine ran out of Sierra Mist soda, and she just loses her mind, and then she gets one of her bullet-resistant backpacks, pulls out a 9mm, and then just starts shooting, and she uses her own backpack as a shield, and then you can't stop her as she blasts away all her classmates.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that a young girl, an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old, will go to a school vending machine, and if there's no Sierra Mist in it, they might have a psychological meltdown where they get the backpack that's bullet resistant and use it as a shield while they shoot their classmates?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, this bulletproof backpack business can be used for foul purposes. I mean, there's some bad seeds out there, some bad kids who will use the bullet-resistant backpack against their classmates. They'll use it in attacks against their own classmates, because you never know. That little 13-year-old girl who has her first period and everyone starts laughing at her, she might, take out an Uzi and then, start blasting away. And how's the police supposed to stop her if she has a bulletproof backpack?
I didn't think of that, but I'm not sure how likely that is.
Well, how likely is it that there's going to be a mass shooter just, coming after a bunch of kids and is only going to target the area where they're wearing a backpack? I mean, get real.
Well, I think there's a lot of things to discuss and think about when we talk about the implications of these bullet-resistant backpacks.
Exactly. Is it really a good idea to buy a child a backpack that's bullet resistant that has the face of Mark David Chapman on it?
I don't know if Mark David Chapman is on the backpack.
All right. Okay, so you mean to tell me that you have no problem with your son or daughter?
Well, I don't have a son or daughter.
Well, oh, yeah, well, I mean, obviously, aren't you an incel or something?
No, I'm not an incel. It's just that I'm not a parent yet.
Well, thank God. hopefully, hopefully things stay that way. But let's just say hypothetically, okay, so you have a son or a daughter, and you have a chance to buy a bullet-resistant backpack. How comfortable are you buying a backpack that has the face of the Unabomber on it?
I don't believe that either Pro Shield or Bullet Blocker that produces these types of backpacks puts the face of the Unabomber on the backpack.
Well, yeah, okay, so let's say it's not Mark David Chapman or not even the Unabomber. It's that SpongeBob Splooge Pants character. You're okay with SpongeBob Splooge Pants, with bullet holes all over them?
Well, I think that this issue is not going to be settled anytime soon, and I'm pretty sure that parents who love their children, who will do anything for their children, are willing to spend over $100 for one of these bullet-resistant backpacks.
All right. Well, I'm Frank Bastard, financial advisor, and this is my tip, okay? You're going to go to the store. You're going to get one of those backpacks for $4.99. And your kid's going to say, Daddy, Mommy, I'm very scared to go to school. Can you get me a backpack that's bulletproof? And you're going to say, don't worry, sweetie, I have it all figured out. And so you're going to get one of those, rinky-dink $4.99 backpacks, and then you're just going to put some tin foil inside the backpack. You're going to wrap up the tin foil, make it look like it's some armor shield, and you're just going to stuff it in the backpack, and you're going to tape it. And then the kid's gonna say, "Oh wow, look, my backpack's bulletproof," because they're a kid, they're an idiot. They don't know that tinfoil's gonna not do anything once they get shot at.
That is pretty disturbing. So you will lie to a child by buying a low-end backpack and then just putting pieces of tinfoil inside it.
Not just pieces of tinfoil, pieces of wrapped up tinfoil. You have to make it look like it's kind of weighty, like something's actually going to be blocked if something goes through the backpack, like a bullet.
Well, Frank, a lot of your financial advice seems to involve not spending any actual money at all.
Exactly, that's right. Well, that's the whole point. the whole point is to save as much money as possible so you can enjoy the delights of, Szechuan chicken, General Tso's chicken, orange chicken, chicken and broccoli. It's just there's so many possibilities of delicious Chinese food that you can spend money on rather than a stupid backpack for a kid that you don't even like anyway.
Well, I'm pretty sure the parents that buy these backpacks do love their kids with all their heart. So we'll just let the audience decide as to whether or not your advice was helpful or not. I don't think buying a $5 backpack, wrapping up tinfoil and stuffing it inside the backpack is really helping anyone. But like I said, we'll let the folks decide. Let us know what you think. Contact us at Grade A USA on Twitter, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible with another interesting, just like this, interesting installment of Grade A Nation. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. With that tinfoil, you could also, once it's been shot at, take it out of the backpack and wrap up some pork fried rice in the tin foil so you can save the pork fried rice for later. That's all I'm saying. It's just a tip. I'm Frank Bastard, financial advisor, and I just want people to save money.